ChatGPT. Maybe you've heard of it. If you haven't, then get ready, because this promises to be the viral sensation that could completely reset how we do things. It is the embryonic version of online artificial intelligence, the early frontrunner that reportedly had just secured a $10 billion shot in the arm from Microsoft. It is then the new frontier for the tech giants. The initial GPT stands for generative pre-trained transforms. It automatically answers questions based on written prompts. You do not need to be a techie to use this. It is user-friendly. It puts AI in the hands of the masses. Lots of upside, plenty of downside. Last week, the New York City Bar Notification banned access to this technology. Over 3 students are using it to write the end-of-term papers. It is that good. James Vincent is a senior reporter at the technology website The Verge. He has been following the rise of ChatGPT. He's used it, so have his mates. How have you found it? How effective is it? Can you paraphrase your own work? It depends what you're trying to generate with it, but it's more effective than you would think. It's surprisingly effective. The real appeal of ChatGPT is its ability to talk about a range of subjects. Pretty much anything you can think of asking it, it will do, and it can do a range of stuff as well. So it can write study papers, it can write sort of college papers, but it can also write limericks, it can write poetry, it can do a whole range of text-based tasks surprisingly well. Could you use it? I said it'd be tricky. Could you use it? If you went take my role, could you just like a Google search that you would put in what means say on how good the context is? Yeah, this is the real big step forward with the ChatGPT compared to earlier iterations of this technology. A lot of earlier versions of this has been logged behind either research doors of some sort or another, or they're quite difficult to have interface with. The company that created ChatGPT, OpenAI, the biggest step forward they made was turning to a chat interface. So it's really just like talking to anyone you would in WhatsApp or iMessage or anything like that. You hold essentially a normal conversation with it, and that's what makes it so accessible, such a game changer in the world of AI. But where does it pull its information from and how far back does that go? So, like lots of these other text-based chat models, it's scraped information from the web, from the open internet. So that means things like Wikipedia in order to give us sort of basic factual grounding. But it also means things like Google Books. It means recipes, and it means all the bad stuff we find on the internet as well. So hate speech, racist manifestos, all of that will have been part of training data. There is, as I told you, a sort of time-based limitation to it. It doesn't know anything about the very recent past. It doesn't know anything that's really happened last year. But future versions of it will be able to scrape the web in real time. So they'll be able to give you up-to-date stories and up-to-date information about what's happening today in areas near you. Just quickly, you describe it as the first spurts of rain before a downpour. Is this a watershed moment? Is this like that in Google, an internet search? Is this what is coming at us, and do we need to be ready for it? I think it's definitely a watershed moment. But it's not necessarily a watershed moment because that technology is some huge breakthrough. The technology is still forward, but it's still fundamentally limited. It's very stupid in lots of ways. It's not some know-it-all, answer everything, get it all right machine. It's nothing like that at all. It's technology. It's fallible. What makes it different is the accessibility of OpenAI. Put this out on the web.